What's up, y'all? It's Naya,
I'm Zach.
and welcome to Naya and Zach Commentary. Today, we're going to talk about how social media plays a role in relationships. And quite frankly, for me, let me just say that I was a true shipper of a lot of relationships on the internet. Like growing up as a teenager, like I would watch Dom and Chrissy, I would watch Tay and Lou, I would watch Chris and Queen, just to name a few.
I don't
And
know who
yeah,
any of those people are.
it's okay. He's not in my time. So basically, all of those couples that I named broke up. They broke up, and it's crazy because when I would watch them, I used to envy what they had. Like, I'm like, I want to be proposed to like that. Like, they would get like the big freaking like marry me signs, and on the beach, a little thing to walk on, and candles, and it was just beautiful. And I'm like, damn, I want that. And they would just show us like really good times. As time progressed, we started seeing people's true colors. We started seeing the arguments, the breakups happening, all types of things. And
The realness.
yeah, the realness, the true reality of those relationships that so many of us envy or wanted for ourselves. And I think that changed, especially like once I got into my own relationship. I think that changed the perspective because once you start actually being in a relationship that you appreciate and that you love, you don't often look at other people's relationships to compare it to.
I think it's okay to admire other couples and what they have, but yeah, you should seek out your own truth and whatever you want, whatever that may mean to you, and not try to just imitate, but do your own thing.
But too, I think that just seeing relationships where like, yeah, like the man is treating the woman just so nice. Oh, he bought her a bouquet, or this flower thing has $100 bills in it. It's just like seeing that, like, yeah, I can see myself being like, oh, that's nice, that's really nice, and I love that for you. I
I'll
love
take
that
a
for
bouquet
her.
of money
Shush.
flowers.
But like to see those type of things, it's like, yeah, of course, like, who wouldn't want that, right? But to completely expect whoever you're with to do that, it's kind of strict. I think that it's just kind of hard to get that mixed bag of all the things that you've envied from different people on the internet. Like, even those people that you watch on the internet um, aren't doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. Like, people have love languages, I think it is. And so you just got to find your partner who speaks to you and your needs.
And just on that sort of thing, all that sort of gift giving, all that stuff's good, I think, as long as you're doing it for genuine reasons. It's okay to film it, I think, but don't buy your lady or your man something nice or get them something nice just for social media. I think it's just lame and it's not genuine, and so it's not real. And I think that's why a lot of those relationships, I imagine, they fall apart, because it's all a facade and they're not doing things on camera for the right reasons.
And it's hard to continue with an act, I feel like trying to follow this illusion of like people's relationships on the internet. It can be a dangerous game. It can be a dangerous game because, yeah, that's what you think a reality looks like, what they choose to show you all the time. I mean, don't even think about I guess you don't really think about all the editing that goes into these videos, what they have to take out, what they don't want to really share with people. And that's kind of just like, I don't envy it anymore. And I try not to let social media tell me what my love life should look like or what my love life is. You know what I'm saying? There's couples that I watch today that I watch just for the reason that I like them. I like their vibe, their aesthetic, but I don't know what they're truly like in real life. I think that it's an interesting thing, and how social media is. And I was telling you that, for instance, when we started sharing our relationship, we did it just, or really was my idea, honestly, because I was a social media head. I still am. And
I was off all social media at the time.
Yeah, he was. He didn't have no social media when we got together. I was like, who is this?
It grew, all the negative aspects of it that everyone's experienced kind of just got too much for me, so I gave it up.
I thought it was unique. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, free thinker over here, and I've gone back.
Yeah.
Pull me back in.
I think that, yeah, like I was telling Zach, I said, hey, there's this interracial page that wants to post us. And, I agreed. I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. They can share our story. But then they ended up adding things to it. And I was like, that's not it. Then also we had got reached out, or a news, like, what was he? Like, what would you call those people?
It was like the equivalent of like a tabloid magazine, but online.
Yeah, like somebody reached out to us saying could they write a story on us and that they would interview us and this and that. And at first it was like, we were kind of like weighing our options. It was just like we didn't want them to have that type of control over our aesthetic, over our brand, really. Like we're not a big, well-known couple, this, that, and the third, but we've had videos that done really well. And a lot of people had their opinions about our relationship. And
people are so mean.
Like, so Zach and I, we got together when I was 20. Zach was 33, turning 34.
You were turning 21 too.
Yeah, I was turning 21 in a couple months. We celebrated my 21st birthday in California. That was so fun.
Yes, ma'am.
But a lot of people were like on our necks when we first started posting videos.
Trashing me.
And like now that I'm 24, it's kind of like a different thing. It's more so about like people talking about our race difference, and it's just like, it's 2025 and we're talking about Black women being bed wenches and going to the white man and this and that. And, a lot of times I try not to respond to those comments because it's like, you're nutcase, you're bitter, you're mad, you're in my comment section on my page. Did you not realize that? Like, you could have blocked me, you could have kept scrolling. Instead, you decided to take your time, stalk my page, look up and down. I literally have a stalker right now, Zach. Like, she's literally stalking me. Her name is May. May, if you're watching this video, we have a problem, honey.
Being able to comment on your relationships, and of course that's we're putting it out there, so it's not a surprise. But just historically, it was just your family and friends, might say some things behind your back, and that was it.
They might say it to your face,
and you never would even know. But boy, you have a lot of people who let's say horrible things.
There's projection that happens a lot.
All projection, yeah.
And doing social media and sharing your relationships. I mean, you even see like some of the biggest creators who've been on these apps on social media for a long time that still get hate comments. And it's like, yo, they've been together for 10 years doing good and y'all still got a problem with them. Like, calm down, chill out.
And like, just with us personally, this isn't like a fling. Like, I mean, how deep were we into our relationship when Zion was born?
About 2 years.
A little over 2 years, I think. And then we got married shortly afterwards, and now we're coming up on 4 years total together. So yeah, she's not just some little hottie that I picked up at the grocery store. No, it's much more than that, of course.
There's also this aesthetic that, interracial relationships, when there's a Black woman, white man, a lot of times, there's some things that happens, or a lot of things where they feel like the Black woman, she doesn't appreciate where she comes from. She doesn't appreciate her people and this and that. And I feel like that's, another thing of projection. But also in the beginning stages too, and even still now, that when I was showing or sharing videos of Zach and I would get DMs from people from South Africa asking me, where did I find my white husband? And I'm like, what the hell? Like,
laid that charm on thick.
No, he didn't. Not at first. And so it's just really interesting to me that there's so many people who desire to be with someone outside of the race so bad that they would DM somebody else who's in a relationship or interracial relationship to see where they can be on the same page. It can be. It definitely can be. But in terms of that, I feel like that's different from like somebody who genuinely just fell in love. You know, like I wasn't looking for a white boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wasn't going out looking for the white guys. It just kind of happened like so. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that it's important to truly love, you know, yourself, love your partner,
Mm-hmm.
and to create your own memories and your own vibe, your own routine.
Let's say, because there's stuff that Shania doesn't always. Shania does everything with the social media. I'm just here every once in a while, but we don't. She doesn't post everything, every encounter we have or fun thing we do. Definitely a lot, but there's things she doesn't post, and so I would say that people sometimes you don't need to expose your whole life for the world to see. Keep some things for just the two of you, or you and your family, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really show anything that we do behind the scenes anymore. Like that was kind of like a year or so ago. Like
True.
I was showing like our birth vlog. I was showing our pregnancy journey. I was showing our day in a life, being a mom, stuff like that. And then I just kind of had a switch in what I wanted to do with the social media. So we still do our shorts, we still do our reels, we still do, you know, TikTok and that. But in terms of like YouTube, you know, I decided that we just needed a break on that. Like we're just normal people living our lives, you know, like we're in a interracial marriage, I guess you would say, and yeah, we have like what a 13-year age gap, whatever. Even though Zach was born in 1987, I was born in 2001. He's a September baby,
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm a January baby.
My birthday is at the end of the year, and yours is at the beginning, so it's closer to 13.
But I always was going by the year instead of like.
Yeah, that's not how it works, though.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Okay, all right. But people were really upset with that age difference. They were like, "What the heck? That's weird." And it's because. Like I met Zach when I was 19, but we weren't like friends or anything. Like we just worked at the same place. And so it wasn't like I was out here meeting guys older than me or something. And yeah, when we got together, I was turning 21 basically already, like a couple months away. So it wasn't, it didn't really feel like a grooming situation where like people are saying it was, but yeah. And it's been really good. And so like I like to watch our videos and fangirl over it, like, oh my god, it's so cute. So that's that. I would say that's my feelings on just like, yeah, how social media plays a role. Like it can really like make you have a mindset of just like not understanding reality and kind of mixing it with illusion, or you know.
Yeah, I could really elevate it if it's a genuine love and relationship, or it can completely ruin one when you start focusing on the wrong things.
Yeah, or when
for social media,
and when you try to really impress people outside of your relationship, that's when it becomes a little toxic as well. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone stop being so fucking mean, you jerks. God, sometimes it's really entertaining, but man, some people are cruel. And why don't any of you people who are so cruel got profile pictures, you cowards? Yeah, I said it.
I get that. I mean, honestly, now since I do commentary, like I just have a new perspective on everything, honestly, in terms of just like, you know, people are gonna have things to say, and you told me this. People are gonna, you know, say things, and that's okay. That's all right, because they have the right to say that and they have the right to feel that way. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, you know what you got going on. They don't know you.
I don't think about any of these people. The only people I think about are you and our son who's asleep in the next room.
Sleepy boy.
All day.
Yeah. Just take it with a grain of salt and keep it pushing. But anyways, what do you guys think about social media and how it affects relationships? Drop that opinion down below. Make sure you are subscribed to Nay and Zach if you're not already, and make sure you thumbs up this video. And we will, or maybe I will see you in our next upload or my next upload, because I don't know if Zach will be in the next one.
I'm gonna try to be around a little more often.
Yeah,
I wake
he
up
could
very
be
early in the morning, so I can't be up too late.
Yeah. But with that being said, we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Peace.